Welcome to Music Connect Africa, the hub for music industry news. Of course, it is that we take a look each and every week at the entrepreneurial professionals who are the driving force behind the scenes. And you're vibing to the sounds of today's guest. We are talking about Mishko M'ba. Mishko M'ba, of course, he returns with his favorite format, bass, drums, piano, bringing together his new band, three generations, three cultures, and three musical universes. Between learning, sharing, and transmission, the trio combines instrumental mastery and melodic sense for a journey of multiple colors where the three musical visions meet and merge into a refreshing sound. Mishko M'ba, traveling bass, subtly underlined by the rhythms tinged with the carnatic tones of Arjuna Mariapin and carried by the delicate and cosmopolitan creativity of Jerome Vaccari on the piano. Everything here that you are listening to creates a resolutely harmonious symbiosis. Of course, Mishko M'ba is among the cream of French bassists, having worked with renowned artists such as Dee Dee Bridgewater, Raul de Souza, Lucky Ali. He has an exciting, intensely dynamic style, contributing melodic and rhythmic structures, which are the very heartbeat of emergence. I tell you, I cannot get enough of Mishko M'ba. Of course, wherever Mishko goes, other musicians are quick to hear from him. The paradox of this often discreet and reserved bass player is that you always notice him. A look, an attitude, and above all, a flamboyant bass playing that make you remember the first time you saw and heard Mishko M'ba. Of course, his personal and musical charisma, his attachment to human values, command respect, and have enabled him to lead a successful career in so-called popular music as in traditional or impoverished music. Yes, of course, a long stay in India has forever enriched the artistic spectrum of his open mind, always eager to learn about other cultures. Today, we will, in our interview, ask him about the various countries he has been to, as well as his time in India, and his accomplishments as well. Well, he has multiplied collaborations with leading artists such as Raul de Souza, Barbara Hendrix, Lara Ali, Shine Ben, and the list goes on and on. But of course, his spirit stays with one of my all-time favorites, We are talking about the sounds of Ray Charles. Of course, Mishko M'ba is right here in studio with us and will be up momentarily. Stay tuned.
A childhood is private wonderland. A childhood is all the things you plan. A childhood where all your dreams come true and no one can be blue. Yes, a childhood, it's today's tomorrow, you know, childhood. There is no sea of sorrow, a childhood. You just linger and laugh along the path. Yes, a childhood is like the pages from a beautiful storybook that speaks of love and joy wherever you love. So please.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for vibing in with us today. Of course, Mishko M'ba is here with us. So, Mishko M'ba, can you tell me, working with the greats, do you have an all-time favorite amongst the various persons that you have worked with throughout the years?
I am on the radio. I could say I cannot say I have a favorite. If I say I have a favorite, the others they would be shocked. And as musician, as a musician, I had the chance to play music I liked in my life. So it was always a pleasure. And I would say you have to learn something with everybody, in fact.
Right.
So I am very happy to have the chance to work with Ray Charles, people like Dee Dee Bridgewater, for example. But I cannot say they are my favorite. As a listener, yes. To work with is something else, because when I play music, I would say I don't play for me. I play for the audience, in fact.
Yes, when you play music, you play for the audience, and most definitely you do not have a favorite because it's all about matching the energy of your artistry that you bring to a higher spectrum. One would say that you have an exciting, intensely dynamic style. You have contributed, of course, melodic and rhythmic structures that are the heartbeat of emergence in terms of various music as well. Where do you draw, or whom do you draw from your inspiration, or gives you the inspiration for the great music that you're able, to bring to the masses?
Thank you very much. In fact, I started the music quite young, about 5 or 6 years old, and I start with playing clarinet. After I start the drums, after the guitar, the piano, and after all that, I choose the bass, and I think it's a mix of all that. I start with classical music when I was a child, and after rock music, when I was at 11, 10, and jazz after. So I like music because for me the music is infinite. It's you cannot say you I cannot say I am a good musician, in fact, because it's so vast, the field of music, and more I am going in life, and more I am going in music, and more I see how big is the music. For me, the music is same as the life, in fact. So I try to describe the life when I play, I would say.
So of course it is that I think you're very modest as well, because your music speaks volumes. You're also part of the French band from Reunion Island, Ziskakan. What was your involvement, or can you bring us to when you started working with Ziskakan, and what was it like?
Oh, Ziskakan is one damn band. I played more than 10 years with this band, and I was a producer and a kind of arranger also. I produced, I don't know, maybe three CDs, I think, and some video also, some live CDs. I really like what the name of the singer is Gilbert Cunha. Is a composer mainly, and I really like his universe. I'm not from Reunion Island, I have to say. I came to meet Ziskakan when I was in Paris as a bass player musician. I recorded a CD with them, and it's just some years later I joined the group.
Your career has taken you in various places across the world. You are a renowned French bassist and pianist, a composer and a producer as well. So you're wearing various hats. How are you able to maneuver through the various, the complexities of being a composer, a producer, and a pianist and bassist?
For me, all these things are just music. I want to say, uh, um, I can say a little story. When I started the music, so I was about 20-year old. So I went to Paris, and in Paris, I started to play to make some gigs, some session also. And in one moment, at that time it was the beginning of the zouk music. I don't know if you know, like Kassav, thing like that. And so we are on radio. So I am black. My skin is black, but I have a French culture. So it was more jazz rock, a little bit jazz, but I didn't know the zouk. And so some people asked me to play the bass for the zouk, and I didn't know what was the zouk. And so I was in the studio asking to the drummer, what shall I play? I don't know this kind of music.
Yeah.
And it was